so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. Hey, let me elaborate. Y'all niggas trying fake. I've been out here getting cake. It been a process to get my money straight. I remember them broke days when I ain't thought they could control. I just kept that hammer, homie, nigga, knock out your soul. If you ain't got my money on time, you better cash out. If you do that bad business, homie, don't even give me that. I've been staying out the way cause I ain't doing no dead time. Cause I ain't got time for you, little homie, I'm getting mine. Coolest nigga in the world, but don't try to test me. I won't never lead you astray, that's why the Lord bless me. I need no attention, I just keep the extension. That was me against the world, so I'm feeling like Pop. Chasing all his hundreds like I'm Zeke, but I'm from the block. Monetize the flow, just follow the formula. If you ain't trying to get that bread, then I'm ignoring ya. I'm looking for a way out, cause I'm trying to go global. These niggas ain't on they hustle, they ain't even mobile. These niggas ain't no soldier, that's what a nigga told ya. Elias Cash, nigga, ain't nothing free. So you know how it is when you be coming to DC. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get. Ain't nothing free, so I gotta get mine. I gotta get mine. I gotta get.
For the realest in the DMV, let me elaborate.
Salute, brothers. Top of the morning to you. How y'all feeling? How y'all doing out there? I just watched, well, let me say, shout out to Jeremy Hill. He just did a show. He did a show, and I just quoted was his bride sitting in a car that's lost her fucking mind, right? And I had a flashback. Because I've had a bitch like that before. She talking about the lights about to get cut out, car about to get took. You know what I'm saying? She ain't ready to get back for the work. She got 4 babies. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? But the way she put it all made it sound like she was just the biggest victim. You know, a victim of circumstance, a victim of happenstance and shit. And that story sounded so similar to so many bitches I met in my life. I was like, because I know at 42, ain't none of them victims. You know, they volunteers. They didn't get voluntold to have them damn kids. They didn't get voluntold to work 90 miles away from fucking home for little pay. They didn't get told none of that. They volunteered. They signed up for it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. See, when you are a victim, that means somebody did something to you that you didn't see coming. You know, hit you in the back of the head when you weren't paying attention and ran your pockets or something. Not she tooted that thing up multiple times and had a bunch of babies. You know what I'm saying? Then put it all on Jerome. I remember this one motherfucking story. My cousin, right? Well, actually, it's not really true. It's not my cousin. It's my god brother's cousin, but we all grew up together. Now, her name is a month out of the year, so I won't say that. But I remember one day, me and the old girl, because, they ended up having to stay with us because their mama was a victim of leaving their father and ended her marriage and shit. And she couldn't maintain a house any motherfucking more, so everybody had to come live with us. Me and old girl, we walking home from school, and her future baby daddy, which I didn't know at the time, pulls up in the truck and gets to chopping it up and talking to her. And she was enamored with how clean the truck is and how it's sitting on these Rams. You know what I'm saying? I knew what the nigga was. I'm looking back at this bitch like, bitch, you better bring your ass in the house. But for a good 13 minutes or so, you know, he reeled the bitch in. Later on, she was impregnated by this man. It's back when bras were still 16 fucking on them dope boys, and dope boys are still fucking on them. You know? Well, believe it or not, whether you can believe it or not, that relationship didn't last. You know what I mean? She got knocked up, had the kid, then turned around and was like, he's a terrible father. He sells drugs, ho. This man has actively spent his whole life pumping poison. What the fuck did you expect? You know what I'm saying? You weren't even of age and he knocked you up. What did you expect? But in her mind, she was like, I just got the worst hand ever. So later on in life, she made some better decisions and choices. She ended up getting married and having a family, you know. Found a man that was gracious enough to take her and her bastard dope boys son in. You know what this bitch did? The man that she fell in love with all fast and got married to all fast happened to be a Marine that was on his way. You know what I mean? And he wasn't like he wasn't. I don't think he. I'm trying to remember, dog. It's been so long. I believe he was an officer. So that shows signs of intelligence. But he still linked up and synced up with this raggedy bitch. Well, after three more babies that put her at a solid 4 kids, you know what this bitch did? She decided, you know what? I can't take this no more. All this life of calm, quaint predictability is just too fucking much for me. And she told that man, I'll get out. I want a divorce. He had the walking papers. It must have came out the blue because, oh, buddy couldn't take it. You know, in my mind, if I know that bitch, it came out the blue suddenly. You were just eating chicken and lobster with the whole other day, and all of a sudden, boom, gone. Well, at the end of the day, he couldn't take it, and he removed himself. And guess what happened? She got another payment for the insurance. Horrifying shit, right? This man had built himself up, become an officer in the Marine Corps. You know what I'm saying? Did what he had to do for a bitch that came through with a sad story, playing the victim to drain him financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And then once he decided, fuck this shit, this ain't life, and made that move to remove himself, she got paid again off of him. Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, you know what happened to that? Fuck it, I see her name. Fuck that bitch, she ain't shit. Her name's April. April, yeah, April, yeah, April, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting mad because I'm talking about it. April raggedy ass ended up running off with some random dude and abandoning her kids, and eventually she came back to him, and she couldn't understand why the state is like, bitch, you can't do this, you know. Because she took that insurance money bag and just vanished, gone. You know what I'm saying? She left the oldest child being the one the dope boy side to take care of the rest of them. He's about 15, 16, and she was gone for a hot little minute. Oh, person she ran off with, guess what he was? Another motherfucking dope boy. Yeah, just left her. They were staying in hotels, motel, Holiday Inn type shit. And he, he got popped out eventually, but that was before, that was after she went back. And if you listen to the bitch, without knowing all the details and having a full background, it just sounds like she's just lived this atrociously horrible fucking life. But that ain't the case. Slim was never a victim. She was a volunteer for all the bullshit. She was down with the fuck shit from beginning to the middle to the end, as long as it didn't adversely affect her. You know what I'm saying? I've seen this shit happen over and over and over again. I've seen it happen with bitches that are doctors. I've seen it happen with bitches that are lawyers. I've seen it happen with across the whole spectrum, dog. By the time you run into her, she got a sad story for you. It's a horrible story, But like my man Jet Black was saying, Professor Jet Black was saying, how many misters are out here for real, for real? Misters from The Color Purple, it ain't that motherfucking many. But it's a whole lot of Kit Kat from bag eating assholes out this motherfucker. Oh yeah, it's a lot of them. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, 90. I've been just saying maybe about 90%. But they all got a sad sob tale as to how they magically appeared in this situation, in this circumstance, when the whole time, bitch, it was you and your poor fucking decision making. Now, what happened to April? Don't know. Because after a while, I didn't care no more. I didn't. Personally, I think the bitch is a piece of shit for what she did to that man. She couldn't get her way with the dope boy anymore because he was like, nah, bitch, it's over for us. So she monkey branched over to a good man, a decent man, one that took an oath to defend this country, one that went through some of the hardest training there is, being the Corps, a man that was on his way. She monkey branched smooth over to him because, back then this information wasn't out there, bro. So he thought he was getting a wholesome thing. She just fucked up and had a baby, got into a relationship that didn't last. That man had no idea that her baby daddy was one of the biggest D-boys around, nor did she tell him that. And when it didn't work, he skirted and dipped out on her motherfucking ass and left her there, holding that baby. She was still getting a little bit of bread and paper from him, shit like that. But she smooth monkey branched over to that good man and tore him the fuck down. And didn't see anything wrong with it. Nothing. In her mind, she just did what she had to do. And she never had to do any of that. But she chose to. These bitches ain't victims. They volunteers, but a lot of them had that victim mentality. I'm gonna tell you, because I'm your brother, and I'm becoming. I finally reached the age of wisdom. Fuck that bitch. Fuck her. Fuck her. Don't give no fucks about her feelings and whatever mentality she has. If you can, I ain't even gonna say pump and dump. Just leave the bitch alone. Like Mr. Palmer said. Like Mr. Palmer playing that sexy Leroy. Leave the bitch alone. Leave a bitch alone. Fuck them. But I'm done with my rant. The heavy hitters are coming through. You brothers, y'all be easy. Kaiju, Alex, what up? Jet Black. God damn, sir, I was just talking about you. Yeah, you inspired me. You inspired me, sir. You inspired me. Broken, what up, pimpin'? Good to see you, champ. You brothers be safe. You be productive. You be easy. And don't fall for the bullshit. Because a bitch always gonna have a sad story for you, a sob story. Oh, what was me? And I can't believe this, that, and the third, and I did everything, and I lost everything. But bitch, you volunteered for the whole thing, though. There are no victims, especially when it comes to the ABW. You know how I know? Because they mamas and aunties and girlfriends and other sisters train them and give them the game ahead of time before you get it. So they go into it with a full knowledge, or at least a understanding, not an overstanding, but an understanding what the fuck they're doing and what's gonna happen and what the outcome gonna be. There ain't no motherfucking victims in the community that are ABWs. They're all volunteers. All of them, every last one. Even for those that end up with their kids getting popped out and deleted. They knew it was a possibility if they kept them in that environment, but they still raised Lil Jermaine in that environment. Hell, Lil Jermaine had to get out there because mama made him feel like he was going to be the man of the house and he had to support. You got to bring something to the table, Lil Jermaine. So selling dope he did until he got done in and done under. You know what I'm saying? This bitch knew ahead of time this was a possibility, but did nothing to remove them from that scenario. Victims? Nah. Volunteers? Yeah. But I'll leave that there. You bros be productive. Be inspired. Live, love, and laugh. And get your boo book and get the fuck out of here. Because the more I learn, the more disgusted I am with what I see. And the things I know, I can't unknow, bro. I can't. You know what I mean? And the more I learn, the worse I'll be like, yo, I gotta go. Because I can see where this shit's going. This shit is dead. Anyway, you bros be easy. It's your boy, it's your brother, it's your cousin. Peace to y'all. I gotta run through the list. Because Kaiju was in this motherfucker first. He was like, hey, what up? Hit the comments. Respect to you brothers. Peace. We out.